Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is a gay Let's Play of Arcade Spirits. As many of you may know, if you've been with me on my channel, this is one of my guilty pleasure type of games. I am a huge fan of visual novel, romance video games. It's just fun. I just love it. I just love it a lot. And there's so many out there to choose from. I wanted to give a brief but important shout out to Roma, who not only first recommended this game to me, but she also gifted me this game for Christmas a year ago. So sorry, Roma, that it took me so long to finally play this game, but I finally got it, and I am so pumped to play. I'm really excited to play it. Thank you so much for the really generous, wonderful present, Roma. I'm hoping that your generous gesture will cause much joy, not only to myself, but all the viewers who are watching. I'm going in this completely blind. I know very little about this particular story. The only thing I know is that it takes place in a world where the whole arcade, 1980s arcade culture didn't die down at least nearly as much as it did in real life. I mean, yes, arcade games, especially the big giant cabinet arcade games, are so popular with a lot of people. You know, they are a collector's item. And, you know, I, of course, have fond nostalgic memories about those arcade games, and there are arcades, of course, that still have them, but with you know, consoles and all the latest and greatest PC gaming that's out there, it's died down a little bit. But here I think the premise is that you're very much into this sort of culture community. So one thing I noticed about this game before I actually start is the preferences look really interesting, because you can change things like style, like neon, pixel, basic, things like that. I think I'm going to keep the neon style because I think it looks really cool. So I'm just going to make sure that everything No, I don't want to skip any of these things. One thing I'm also particularly excited about is that this game, I don't know how much it's voice acted, but there is voice acting featured in it. One voice actor in particular that I was very pleasantly surprised to discover is voice acted by Mark Meer, who some of you may know is the male shepherd of Mass Effect, the Mass Effect series. So that's pretty cool. But let us start, and we'll see, for those of you who are watching, if you can guess which character my character will probably end up being very attached to. So we'll see. Let's give this a try. I'm very excited. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. New profile number 237771. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Bleak? Okay. Current emotional health rating, low. Well, that's not cool. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed? Negative. Premium level assistance requested. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Negative. Overriding denial of assistance, establishing premium services for profile number 237771. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Wow, okay, cool. So you can customize your character down to the pronoun, which is pretty cool. He, she, they. Love it. I love it. First name, we're gonna go with my first name, last name, Angel. Angel. There we go. Hairstyle. Short, medium, long. Yeah, definitely short. I'm a short hairstyle kind of person. Skin tone. Now this is cool. Gonna try to match my complexion. I think that's about right. Roughly, I feel like that's about right. I'm like looking myself in the camera, the video camera screen. All right, that's neat. Okay, that's starting to look pretty darn close. I do have black hair, so that, ooh, that's really, really dark. But it's fine. I do have black hair. I don't know if it's jet black, but that's really neat though. I can give myself orange hair, because I do. My favorite color, personally. But we're going to stick with what I actually look like. Eye color is more like a brown. Yeah, maybe like a lighter brown. That's probably, yeah, more like chestnut. I'm like a chestnut brown, I think, depending on the light. It's a little too light. Not quite hazily, but like chestnut brown. And then clothing color. Is there an orange option? Heck yeah! Oh, this is beautiful. Definitely bright orange. Can I change the rest of my outfit? Okay. This is pretty darn close. This is pretty darn close. Maybe a darker orange. Nah, I'm gonna keep a brighter orange. We're in the age where we've got like neon pink going on, so... Okay, name, pronoun, hairstyle, skin tone, hair color, eye color, clothing color. That's really neat. I mean, obviously it'd be really cool if they were able to give us a little bit more customization on the face, facial features, maybe even like facial hair if we wanted it, things like that, maybe a little bit more on the clothing style. But this is still better than most, like far better than most visual novels, because I think the vast majority of visual novels don't even bother showing your character. It's all in like first person, so this is cool. Name, Archangel, pronoun he. Is this correct? Yes, that's correct. Sweet. Premium level assistant for profile number 23771, Archangel, has been activated for the sake of his hopes and dreams. Okay. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publisher or creators. Winners don't use drugs. This is very 1980s. Fiction Factory Games. Love the sound effects and soundtrack so far. Yeah, this is very copyright 2019. This is super retro and I love it. Level 1. Put your quarter up. Oh, I love it. It's separated into levels instead of acts or chapters. I love it. It is the future 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future, year 20XX, is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cards, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack food. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesman, and lifeguard for the local community pool. That's not me in real life. I do not swim. I can't swim. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. I believe you. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise, in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least before today. I wasn't for today.
Fired from another job?
Juniper. That's a cool name.
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Oh man, I'm not doing so well. I like this. I like her, your style, girl, Juniper. I like the streak, the pink of the streak in her hair. The horrified looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? I love how it shows, like, my photo here. That's pretty cool. Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. I'm not complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you are, coming home every night from all those other jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
I'm not sure how much I'd be smiling with all of the people who drowned in the pool because I wasn't able to save them because I couldn't swim.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
That's so sweet. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting, this is about you. My mind's made up, we're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and... Your dream job. Oh, I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. Oh hey, I think I've just got the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun, right? Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? Oh, this is cool. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic? Yes. But skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. That's cool. I like how my shirt is also like the color that I chose. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. I cannot remember the last time I actually got a full 8 hours of sleep. You're looking at a guy who right now has a 2-month-old and a 2-year-old kid. So, no, I don't think I've even had 8 hours of sleep since middle school. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. Rinse and repeat. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Give the app a shot. I mean, why not? Give the weird little app a shot. figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I loaded up and tapped the icon, and I mean, virtual life coaches, like, I don't know how well the virtual life coaches are, but I have had, a real person life coach, and it's, for me, it's I love it. It's not for everyone, but I absolutely love it.
Hello.
Iris. Huh? Okay, see what's that? That's what I mean. Anybody else would freak over a cute girl climbing out of their phone? Me, I went, huh? Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future, 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
Hi, Iris.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Pizza Yums sounds really good.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
That's kind of false, but...
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yeah, I like pizza. I love pizza. I'm a foodie, so yeah.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
The sound balance is a little off. Like, I like how they purposely lower the volume of the music when Iris is speaking, but it'd be much better if they were able to, like, control the voice volume separately from the music volume and even have a main volume. I didn't see that option when I was in the options, so maybe I missed it. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered kind of a genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. That is true. I glance up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it worked just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I do like more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending super duper. Okay. Identity Identifier System, IIS. Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name. I couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Oh. What would you like? Would you like to know more? I see. Iris, that's where it's from. Sure, give me the sales pitch. No. Give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. Okay. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. So is this sort of implying that the game will start to shape my character's personality? If that's what this is saying, that's kind of cool. I can spot five different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Basic? Yeah, basic? These are pretty cool. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. So, I think for myself, I think the one that I associate the most with is steady and kindly, with a little bit of quirky. Gutsy is definitely not me. I'm very, very low in the gutsy spectrum, and I can be basic. I can be pretty basically. So that's probably going to be around quirky. So yeah, steady, kindly, quirky, basically, and then very low on the gutsy. I'm not gutsy hard. I mean, it depends on the situation, but just in general, gutsy is the one that by far I least identify with. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses uses jokes, snarks, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Okay. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. I love how she goes over the pros and cons of each of these ones. That's really cool. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. This is really exciting for me. I'm really curious to see how this part of the game, this game mechanic plays out. I love things like this in games. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically? I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Okay, sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. I'm excited about this. I'm gonna try to be as natural as I can. Now, let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? I love dad. I'm a dad. I love dad jokes. Hi jokes, I'm dad. I don't tell non-jokes, sorry. What's a dad joke? Hi jokes, I'm dad. I love dad jokes, especially puns. Huge on puns. Hi jokes, I'm dad. Cool, that gave me a little bit of quirkiness. Hi jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so that you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. For right now, I'll use them. Because I kind of like seeing them. It might be more of a crutch, but I'd like to use the identifying indicators for my first playthrough. Okay, you'll see indicators in all their glorious color. Plus, they're cool looking. What if I'm colorblind? That's why they're always uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. This is cool. I love that. That they're making it more. Oh gosh, what's it called? There's a term for that when things like games allow things to be more accessible. Accessibility. I think that's what it is. I work in this industry. I work in the software industries and do a lot of user experience design. So I should know that. Accessibility, that's what it is. Anyways, we as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. I mean, I've shot from 0 to 100 really fast. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyways, studies show that achievement, or Chivos as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies? Or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? This is so meta and I love it, and I am all for it. Hark, hark, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. And it'll be obvious when you're doing that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because it can be really frustrating and a little bit too gamey if the game just because you didn't pick the perfect answers all the time, that somebody that you're trying to form a relationship with, whether it's platonic or not, it just tailspins. Like, that can be a little frustrating, because then you have to, like, you are tempted to look up guides, right? And you are tempted to not just go with the flow and play. So I love that they're trying to say it should be obvious. So you only should be, you know, annoying people if you purposely want to. It should be obvious that if you are purposely wanting to. Okay, I like that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. I love, love, love how meta this is. It's so great. You can access your score card anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. Okay, and that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded Zap because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that? Why?
Help me understand your spirit, of course.
Thank you, Iris. You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit.
Arcade spirits.
Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
That's exactly what I'm signing up for. 1UP 100. Romance? Seriously? Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kinda awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? That's what I'm all for that. I'm all for that. How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Sure, I'm open with the possibility. If I meet anyone nice, romance with flirty first impressions. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one, at least. Romance without flirty first impressions. I'm not interested in romance, Iris. No romance, just friendships. This is cool. I like this. I love that you can customize your experience based on how much romance you actually want in this game, because you don't have to play this game just for the romance. You can obviously play the game for the rest of the story. But I mean, you all know, this is my jam. Sure, I'm open with the possibility, if I meet anyone nice, romance with flirty first impressions. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super, and remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata, of course. Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or...
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Yeah, remember? I'm quirky. I'm like 100 on the quirky scale. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. I'm 100 on my quirky scale. How could you not tell? That's your job, Iris. Literally your job. Relax, I won't share information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Analyzing. So, do I just stand here, or...
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Wow, she is efficient. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. Oh, I can do that. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But how? Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. I'm not gonna argue. Now get a move on. Tut, you need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. I'm normally not up that early. Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could get dressed for Iris's job interview. Stop this before it's too late. I'm really curious what would happen if you don't follow this obvious the game seems to want you to go through this whole Iris application thing, and I'm very intrigued by it, so I'm gonna get dressed for Iris's job interview.